Hello, hello. The glare off the neighbor's car. Ow. Hello, my lovely and wonderful punks. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Uh, I've done it. I've added an additional stream to the week. Well, I guess I guess I mean I used to stream on Wednesdays anyways, but we're doing a Wednesday stream this week and might do a Thursday and Friday as well. Could you imagine 5 days of Mivlia? Oh my gosh, their car is parked just perfect, so the glare is right into my eyes. Well, we're going to be playing more blueprints today. Hop on into live. But then Grandma doesn't have as much Wimbo to sit in.
It's fine. Just while you're streaming, then we'll put it back up.
Poor Graham. His life is so hard.
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Emmy pulled down the blinds.
Like an inch.
By like 500 feet. Sammy, you were first. Mischief, thank you for the care package. Who else we got in here? We got a Specs. We got Neo. We got Mozelle. I'm to stand in front of the glare. Now that's the big brain idea. I don't actually know where he is at the moment. He's in the he's in a different Wimbo. He's in the back Wimbo. He wants to look at the backyard birds.
Give him kisses.
Okay, go give him kisses. But yes, thank you everyone who either offered or had the opportunity to go ahead and edit my that sound effect for me. I don't have it added yet, but I will be adding it after the stream. I'll listen to all the different versions and pick the one or two that I like the best and add them. But yeah. For now, we're going to play more blueprints. We're on day 17, day 19. What's up, babe?
He's so cute. He's sitting back there going like, oh, because there's a bird hopping around.
Yeah, he makes the chattering noises.
Yeah.
He goes,
He's gonna kill it.
He's gonna kill the bird. He likes to kill. He likes to murder. He would like us to purchase 10 to 20 small lizards and release them into the house. Alright, so now we actually don't want to start in the house. It's going to cost us a couple of steps, but that's okay because we have gained access to a new room area. Yesterday we made it into the trading post. Today, the tool shed with 2 special items, the shrine, make an offering, receive a blessing, and the hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. Interesting. Let's do the tool shed, because... Grab ourselves the metal detector. That's nice to have. Watering can. First time you enter a green room, use 1 water to gain 1 gem. Limited capacity, 3 water. Presumably I can refill it where there's water. That is new to me. Alright. How are y'all doing today? Doing alright? Eepy? Eepy. Starving with choice paralysis? Well, make sure you eat something. I know choice paralysis can make that hard. Oh, I had another idea. What if...
Butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. Amy says peanut butter and jelly. Oh, ooh, what did you have, Neo? Yeah, make a list and start rolling a die. That's always a good option. Okay, so this room is always face and ace. So this room is always F. What if, instead of it being in room number, what if it is in the this order somehow? I'm not exactly sure like which way we would count it or read it, but if like this room always had the same um combination, that might be it. It'd also explain why some rooms just don't spawn with the proper lettering. Gem. There's a coin on the floor. So Discord's oh yeah. So I figured this out. Discord isn't detecting OBS and putting me in streamer mode for some reason. So I have to go in and manually turn on streamer mode. Yeah, streamer mode should be on now. I'll try and figure out why it's not detecting OBS later. Hopefully that'll help. Thank you though, Maza. I appreciate it. And did I turn on? Yeah, I turned on desktop audio. That's how you guys are hearing the Discord. So when we get to the next in-game day, help me remember to check if this room is Pine and Pin. Burango! Hello, Burango. How are you? Walk in closet for 4 items or something that kicks up. We've got a lot of verticals, so I think we might go ahead and get some more starting items. 3 coins, a key, a gem. This is always confusing to me because there's a pile of coins and I don't know how many items to count that as. I need drag here to be like, you idiot, there's a shovel right in front of you. Ah, there it is. Coupon book. Alright. Ah, yes, the den that leads into the 2 closets. I don't want to lock us out, so I'm going to do the commissary here. Eating breakfast as an assortment of fresh picked berries do not count. They do not count. They are delicious, however. Okay. I'm 1 gold short. Actually, can I... Yeah. That's right, we've got a coupon. We got ourselves a shovel. A hammer would be nice as well, but... Ugh. I don't really want to waste the drawing room here. I guess we'll draft the guest bedroom. Full of gender. Yay. A handful of yellow raspberries and blueberries and 1 underripe but tasty blackberry. Nice. The other thing I think it could be with these pictures is that I might just have to memorize every single picture combination and then unscramble it. But that seems like a lot. There's got to be some other kind of like coding thing to it. Alright, I guess we'll use the courtyard. Oh, yeah. Hallway that I can get a key so that we don't run out of steps. And do the pantry for money and an orng. Yum yum. We'll put the chapel here, but then we'll go backwards instead of forwards. Yeah. I could afford to make this a dead end, and then I would still have 2 doors going out. Ooh, sorry. Have a nice lurk, Buengo. Coin. Key. That gets the storeroom out of our inventory. Hopefully we don't have to double back to the chapel. Watering can. E. Nothing of interest was buried here. Gotcha. And we've got a sledgehammer. Alright, we've got a lot of fucking tools. So maybe we can get a good start. Hey, we got an extra key. It's nice. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do the parlor here. Grab the key. Do our daily logic puzzle. The blue box contains the gems. The statement on the blue box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Okay. So, if this is true and this is true, then this is false and the gems would be in here. If this is true, then this is false, which would mean a box with a true statement contains the gems, which would still also mean that the gems are in here. Okay, I think no matter what, the gems are in the black box. I think the breakfast nook, yeah, it collides into a wall here. So let's do spare room. Do security. I don't want to adjust the key cards yet because I don't have a key card or utility room. Okay, now here we can put the breakfast nook. Key, bacon and eggs. We're really snaking. Opportunity to earn and spread money. Or we can do the library. Let's do the library. What is this game? This game is Blueprints. It is a roguelike game in that every day you are drafting the rooms of this manor, and it is a puzzle game in that the rooms have puzzles and you are trying to figure out a mystery. You're trying to get into room 46, which is behind the antechamber. That requires you to get to the antechamber, do a puzzle to open one of the 3 doors that lets you into the antechamber, and then the antechamber has a key that goes into the foundation. You have to manage a bunch of resources, like you use a step every time you go into a room. Sometimes you need keys to unlock doors. You need gems to draft better rooms. You can use coins to buy shit. Alright, we've done everything but this last drafting book, so we'll read that. The Vault. The drafting studio. Select a new floor plan to permanently add to your estate's draft pool. This is new. The Vault is also new, but it dead ends us, so we're going to do this one. The drafting room. Oh, I like the way this room looks. Potential new floor plans. Okay. In the drafting studio, you'll be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. We can add the Dove Coat. Whenever you draw Dove Coat while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Casino, Games of Chance, and Dormitory. Each time you enter Dormitory after drafting a drafting room, gain 10. Yeah, I think we want this Dove Coat. A towering loft serving home to many of the feathered locals of Mount Holly. As a devout birdwatcher and amateur ornithologist, Mary had petitioned her uncle for years for it to be built on the estate. Add this floor plan to your draft pool. Alright, it's been added to the draft pool. What else do we have in here? We have a scale replica. A very detailed paper model of a safe. Can't do anything with it, can I? The Great Hall. Partitioning plan for Monday, November 23rd. Oh, okay. Does it always take this shape? Where these two rooms have these walls, and are they false walls? Drafting Strategy, Volume 1. Contents. The Drafting Spectrum by the editor. Most Violent Dreams, Guide to Bedrooms. Indoor Verdure, Guide to Green Rooms. Orange Passage, Guide to Hallways. Golden Trim, Guide to Shops. Negative Space, Guide to Red Rooms. Prismatic Rooms, Guide to Multicolored Floor Plans. And word from the editor. The Drafting Spectrum. Blueprints are more than just blue. An option to rotate is so strong, it really is. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking of blueprints is blue. And while it is true most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps most fitting to the reign of Horus, that was the king that our book was edited to make it sound like he was a bad guy, was decidedly more difficult to affix an architect's revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement as it had no political ties to any other realms. By the Fourth Era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of colored prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform the contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of Drafting Strategy, we will explore the different features of each type of floor plan and look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its color. Most Violet Dreams. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, and with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during a long day, where they can kick up their feet for a bit and recharge their batteries. Architects always use violet bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let a weary traveler know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilize bedroom strategies if they are the type who love to explore and backtrack frequently. Having an excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts the mobility to be more carefree with their plans for the day. Bedroom, violet. Associated resource steps, average number of doors, 1 or 2. Extra items, likely. Synergies, sleeping mask, nursery, servants' quarters. Indoor verdure. Green rooms are a wonderful way to bring the outdoor inside and provide a breath of fresh air to the home. The abundance of plant life, rich soil, and natural resources in these spaces makes them extremely appealing for architects who enjoy gardening and open spaces. These floor plans are extremely synergistic, and strategies centered around green rooms will often involve drafting as many of the color as possible. The more green rooms you are able to draft in your house, the more powerful their effects will become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely to contain types of rooms, or more likely than other types of rooms, to contain piles of dirt for digging. Green rooms, green, gems, 2 to 3 doors, often extra items. Most green rooms, shovel and the watering can. Orange passages. I do not have the foyer. I've never drafted the foyer. If the bedroom is the heart of the room, the hallways are the arteries, serving as diverging paths that branch out to connect different parts of the house and lead visitors to their intended destination. While these orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them, they are a vital component of any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provide the means to add more rooms to your house, and the more hallways you have, the less likely you are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resources. Associated with keys, 3 to 4 doors, synergies with the foyer, lockpick kit, and hall pass. Golden Trim, architectural digest guide to shops. Shops are an essential part of any large estate, providing a convenient place for the staff and residents to purchase items without having to leave the property. Including at least one of these floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet for any coins that you found during your day. Strategies that involve generating lots of gold will usually want to draft multiple shop rooms to expand their range of shopping opportunities. These floor plans are bordered with shades of gold, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience. Whether it's a quick snack or a high-end fashion item, having a well-placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life for the entire household. Shops colored gold, associated resource coins. Average number of doors, 2. Extra items, never for free. Coin purse, coupon book, and vault. Negative space. Red rooms are a daring addition to any home, which is hilarious because one of them is the toilet. Providing a small small element of danger that can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While these rooms come with a certain level of risk, they also offer the potential for substantial returns as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft a red room are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap great rewards. Associated resource vexation, but an average number of doors, 3 to 4. Seldom any resources, synergize with shelter, tomato soup, and sealed players. Prismatic rooms. You may on rare occasions notice some floor plans have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated with the color. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, grants you bonus steps for having a nursery as well as being unlocked if you have a foyer. Word from the editor. As we reach the end of this volume of drafting strategy, we hope you found valuable insights and colorful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design too colorful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colors and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up to display their own power, some use it to calculate great sums. But all of us want to find a color we can call our own. That's why mine is pink and purple. Okay, I had to blow my nose. Alright, I think that's probably it. I gave us a book and a special resource. Ah, day 1. Okay. I like that this room is kind of shaped like, oh, it's a loft. It's got this nice light and it's kind of up in the building, and then it's right next to the foundation. All right. Well, we've got 2 doors off the foundation. Yeah, and yeah, the elevator has been permanently fixed, so I only need to pebbles. Only need to get to the room today. Put your pal over there. Some coins. All right. So here, ideally, we want something that's going to open to the right as well. All right, morning room it is. Gem, gem, gem. Gem is my name. Salt shaker. Don't mind if I do. Gotta love my salty apples. Right, and then this can be a dead end. Actually, this is locked. I'm going to save my keys. These keys end up being the resource I have the most trouble with. Oh, excellent. The passageway. This is a great place for the passageway. Alright. This way first. Alright. Locked. Let's see. +1 key for each bedroom in my house. I don't have any, do I? I have 1. I don't think it's worth dead ending myself for 1 key, so we'll do the dark room. And we're gonna have to blind fire here. Theoretically, I could wait and see if we get the utility box. And if the dark room gets re-illuminated, then you can actually see the rooms. But I think we should be fine. I'm gonna blind fire. This one's locked as well. Gem requirement. We've got spare gems. I can do a gem room. What do we got? The laboratory. Alright. I like the lab. Gives us a... Ooh. Bonk. Keys? Dice. I'll take dice. Alright. Experiment time. Experiment set up. Continue with experiment. Next 3 times you open a locked trunk while drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, and when you draft a shop room, gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. The letter will be delivered to the mailroom. We'll do this. If I draft the drawing room, give me money for every red room. I've got a couple at this point. I assume that's... I don't have to pick it. I think that's if I happen upon it. Okay. We've never done the showroom before. Let's take advantage of it. Let's find out what this actually is, especially since I've got 12 gold. Things and jewelry. Oh, look at that. That seems relevant. Moon pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. Master key. Opens all normal doors. Chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You're more likely to draw next day rooms tomorrow. Silver spoon. You gain steps. When you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. Okay. So there's some nice stuff here, but I cannot make use of any of it. And doesn't appear that there's anything else here. Okay. I think this is fine. We want to go back in the house. Sure. Yeah, let's do the pool. I am starting to run low on gems. Ah, running shoes. That's nice. I got a beep over here, didn't I? Yeah. Another coin. I need a lot of money to be able to buy anything there. Alright. We want something that kicks up to the right at the very least. None of those do that. Let's redraw. Dining room is good. Let's do the dining room. Wait, why is everything locked? Hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this one. Alright. Kitchen would be okay. Let's see if we can get something better. The drawing room. Okay. Unfortunately, whatever we pick, we're blocking... Well, the dark room still has access to these 3 rooms, but we won't be able to get in through this direction. I think maybe the locker room? Whiskey Bravo. Back with breakfast sandwich? Hell yeah, that sounds great. Our problem has been keys so consistently, so let's spread keys throughout the house. Exit. Oh, okay. It spreads keys throughout the house, and I could use keys here to open these various lockers. A lot of potential resources, but nothing current. Alright. Okay. This can safely be a dead end. Laundry room, pump room, bedroom. Okay. Yeah, we'll stick the pump room over here. And we'll come back to it if I think of anything that needs the pumps. What we got? Key and a gem? Wow. Okay. And these rooms can be whatever. The greenhouse isn't great on its own. Do I want to waste the corridor here? You two have breakfast pasta? Breakfast pasta. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do the corridor here. That way I don't have to circle back to the chapel later. Aquarium, maid chamber, her ladyship's chamber. We'll do her ladyship's chamber. Get the telescope, which will be useful if I place an observatory later. We still don't have her ladyship's diary key. And that is it for here. Okay. We can blind fire down this middle of the house. We have keys to get to these 2 places and this dead end. And we can try and shoot up this way. Unfortunate. Dead end. We could get the servants' quarters for a key for every bedroom in the house. If it includes itself, that would be 2 keys. The boudoir would give us 2 dice and a gem and the bonuses from her ladyship's chamber. There should be more keys throughout the house now, so I should be able to just find them. So I think I'm going to take the boudoir. Get a bunch of steps back. Get a free gem. Get the dice. That gives us some rerolls as insurance for later. Alright. I think our next move is to blind fire from the dark room. And hope that we get something with a straight door. Oh, that's right. This is also locked. Do I want to use a key? I think I'd rather save these 2 keys for the passageway. Unfortunately, I really need an entrance to the antechamber, and I'm not stumbling across one. The sauna, the aquarium. The aquarium's good. Gives us doors. Alright, last gem. Get a few coins. The dining room is activated now if I end up wanting to go back there at some point. Okay. So, there was the greenhouse, but I still need the broken lever, which is in coat check. So if I enter from the bottom, I need to get the greenhouse and the coat check to fix the thing. If I draft the Great Hall, I can enter from the east if I get enough keys. And otherwise, I need to find the secret garden again. Alright. None of those are great. Locked. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to use my key here. Gymnasium gives us lots of doors. Office is a dead end. No, because of how the gymnasium lines up, it's also a dead end. It lets us enter the bottom, but... I think the commissary also had keys. But I'm running out of places that could spawn the Great Hall. Want to reroll. The drawing room. That's pretty solid. That gives us an extra draft on the other side. And we got the reward, which I forget what it was. Okay. So that's now connected. If I manage to find the greenhouse and the coat check. That's locked and I'm out of keys. Alright. So we're going to head back towards the commissary. We're going to hope that along the way my metal detector kicks on. The running shoes will save us a few steps, so that's good. There we go. Free key. I don't want to stop with just one, though. We want to... Okay, actually, we can take advantage of this. Security terminal. How many keys are in my house? 3 keys and a gem. How people live in this house with it constantly moving? I guess they get really good at drafting. There we go, another key. It feels bad, but I'm gonna waste a few more steps to get to the commissary and spend the 30 money we have. I could... no, I want to go to the commissary. Oh, there weren't any keys here. I was thinking of a different day. Okay, well, in that case, I should use my 30 money to buy something from the showroom, if I can get over there safely. Save me, running shoes. What I desperately need now is to draft the Great Hall. The Great Hall will have a lever. I can get in. I can take advantage of the basement. And the Great Hall is only going to spawn in these 3 spots or across from the drawing room. So I think we take advantage of the 1 die we have. And the drafting room's built-in redraw feature. And hope we get the Great Hall. Lock the door. It's the coat check. Okay, well, I could do the coat check and then we could try to find the greenhouse. The greenhouse opens the bottom door. Let's do that. We end up dead-ending ourselves, but we have a lot of places where we could theoretically get in. Retrieve item. A broken lever. Check item. There's something I'd like to check for a future day. We can check the telescope. There we go. Beep. Okay, I can use my key for free in the aquarium. Yeah, because the greenhouse wants to be on the side. I could go off the morning room, but I think it's better to do it here, and then we can track over to the dining room to get the food bonus, and then we can try and find another key. And we've got a reroll. Nope. Not exactly. Alright. Other thing, green rooms typically have dig spots, so I might be able to dig up a key. I got a coin. That's it. We could get super lucky and this could be unlocked. All right. Yeah, we're going to back to the showroom. I forget if the no, the master key was like 80. It was like ridiculous. But I might be able to buy something else useful. So for 30, I could get the moon pendant, and I would start tomorrow with 2 of the items in my inventory. I could get the chronograph, which lets me use the best of all of my drafts and can get more next day items tomorrow. Or the silver spoon is food. Fortunately, the master key is just ridiculously priced. Alright, I'm gonna buy the moon pendant. So, at the very least, tomorrow we'll start with 2 bonus items. Alright, we're gonna go to the dining room and eat. Steak and lemon. Hey, we get an additional 10 because we have the showroom. That's nice. So 30 steps. Apparently Toby Fox is following in Andrew Hussey's footsteps. I don't know who Andrew Hussey is. I did see that Deltarune released today, though, so that's cool. Big stretch. Okay. Theoretically, there's 1 key left. Guy who made Homestuck. Ah, Toby's former boss. Interesting. All right. When did I draft the locker room? I drafted it here. I don't know enough about Homestuck to say anything else. Yeah. He accidentally DDoSed Steam. That's funny. I assume the master key could open her ladyship's journal, so that's interesting. 80 gold, though, is ridiculous. 80 gold would require... I think the vault's 40, so I would need that and more. I don't have the boiler room to send energy to that. Where else can I go? I could go into the morning room again. Maybe it went in here. I do like that this game does the kind of like cool Minecrafty thing where the music fades in and out and is triggered by certain events. Like when I step in her ladyship's chamber, I get harp music for a minute or so. I'm worried now. I'm gonna find that last key and be out of steps. There is still 1 key, right? Security room. Yeah. View estate inventory. 2 keys and 3 gems. So yeah, there are keys to be found. I just need to find them. And hope that I don't run out of steps in the process. Rooms here. The running shoes help a little bit. I don't know why I got a sound there. Did something happen? It wasn't my metal detector. Commissary to the guest room. I wish security could tell you where the keys had gone. A gem and a key. That means there's one more key somewhere. And I've checked everywhere, though. Guess the storeroom is the last place I haven't checked. Or do I risk it all with this one key? I think it's worth the 2 steps to check the storeroom. Yeah. Where is it? Alright, I have 2 keys. That's 2 chances to draft the garden. Come on, running shoes, save me some steps. Okay. So, we need the garden. It could be here, here, or here. So, I guess we'll just check them in order. Alright. Master bedroom. Lockpicking kit. Okay. That's potentially extra keys. Okay, and we're going to try this light box puzzle again. This time I won't be stupid with it. So our goal is to get the 4 corners lit. Oh. Like that. 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 Hmm. Well, the corners are lit, but is that good enough? Hey, that's good enough. Okay. You've been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. Okay, so we got a little bit of a buff there. Oh, and I got a fuck ton of steps for coming in here. Okay, I've got steps now, and I've got a key and a lockpicking kit. That gives us a lot of breathing room. You have 666 peppers right now? Hell yeah. Give me the Satan pepper. Lockpick? No. Okay. I've got the steps. I'm going to go and try and lockpick every door first. And then I will think about what I want to do. Thank you for the head pats,
Good
Theo.
girl. Good girl. Who's a good girl? You are. Yes, you are.
I've got an abundance of gems, so we'll just draft whatever this gem room is. It's the laundering. Alright, so that dead ends us. I think I can use this to turn money into keys, which would get us the extra keys we need. Swap money and gems, swap gems and keys, swap keys and money after, cost 10 money. These ones cost 5, this one costs 10. That would not help us. I could swap with my gems. Then I would only have 1 gem left. I can't remember how many the greenhouse costs. I think the greenhouse is only a gem. Okay, this one... Actually, no, I don't need to tab out. I have that information. The greenhouse... Oh, it doesn't actually say. Greenhouse blueprints. I'm sure there's a wiki by now. Yep. Unfortunately, it's a fandom. Costs 1 gem. Okay, alright. Then yes, it is worth it to swap my keys with my gems. I have 2 doors that I can open. I need one of them to be the greenhouse. Graham is a baby. He is screaming at his other mommy. The locksmith. Not helpful. And the kitchen's not helpful. We'll step in the sauna so that we get some extra steps tomorrow. Alright, guys, I need you to spirit bomb, send me your energy. I need this to be the greenhouse. Nope. Oh. I can get a door. I forget if the greenhouse can spawn in the center. Okay, we haven't done the music room before. Let's check it out. This was one of the rooms that we got shown. And the silver key. We've got additional music sheets. Find here within the first word sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the 4 you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Okay, so the first one says first. Among the scattered symphony, a message Hidden beneath the keys in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea in bold words sung. I do repeat. All right. First word, something something sheets, something something message. So that means we also want the first word of each sheet, which is find among. Okay, next page. Doesn't like when I tab out. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due, and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. All right, first bold word is on, and bold word is the. First word on. Find among the white pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. First one on the sheets, something something message. Find among the white. All right, so that's a good start to that puzzle. I can't do anything with the keys. Dang. No, I don't stream on Fridays. Sometimes I don't stream on Wednesdays. Praise Eggbug. Thank you for the shout outs, Drag. It used to be I don't stream on Wednesdays because I had a game on Wednesdays. I don't run a game anymore on Wednesdays, so now it's I don't stream on Fridays unless, my schedule has been very erratic. I've been missing lots of streams. Technically true because you never stream. It's true. Lockpick, regular key. Yeah, nothing here helps. Thanks, metal detector. All right. Unfortunately, Jag, we were extremely close. I just needed the fucking green room. Or the greenhouse, rather. What's up, Durango? Am I a friend of Eggbug? I don't know what that is. Unfortunately. Let's see. Am I dead-ended completely? Yeah, I have not played Rain World. I've watched a little bit of Specs playing Rain World, but like not a ton, and I haven't really absorbed it. Check in real quick to make sure we didn't miss any doors. But unfortunately, I believe that is the case. Call it a day. I am going to start with bonus steps and gems tomorrow. And 2 items. Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center. 4 green rooms, 4 shop rooms. Alright, cool. Save and continue. I like that if I buy this expensive necklace, I'm allowed to break the rules and keep 2 items. Did I learn anything from the music room? Yeah, we've got the music puzzle started. We need the first word from each musical sheet. Alright. Look at those permanent bonuses kicking in. Alright. We want to go and activate our outer room. Oh, I kept the running shoes and the broken lever. Excellent. If I can find the green room, or greenhouse, then we can take advantage of that. Good thing I wrote everything down. Right, right. Yes, I've been writing... Well, I haven't written down literally everything, but I've written down the bold words on the music sheets, and now the first words on the four music sheets, which just means I need to find the other ones. Hovel Shelter Trading Post. Well, we've done the trading post before, and I don't really like the idea of doing the hovel, so we will do the shelter. Could also be something interesting in here. Water, beans, a beautiful picture, everything you need when the apocalypse comes. Canned fruit, canned water. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan to have disabled remote access to other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Vitamins. Sent a message, but it failed to send. Sorry, don't know why. Time lock safe. The shelter time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlocked date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Okay. Radiation monitor. Measurement of radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. .5 USV. So if I make something extremely radioactive, I unlock all the doors in the house. Nano Sieverts. Should you send it again? I mean, you can, yeah. Oh, the swan song. Micro Sievert. Used a social media site called Co-host. Okay. You, because people don't understand Moo. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else from here. Doesn't mean that I have access to a computer at any time. Time lock safe. Sievert is like super big. Can't remember what day it is. It's day 18 and we started on the 7th. So November 25th. And I have no idea what time it is. It says right there. Where does it say it? Day 18. Well, no, I need like the actual date for the puzzle. We started on the 7th, so it should be the 25th, I believe. Of November. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. That was weird. Doesn't that mean day 1 is the 7th? Yes, day 1 is the 7th. One is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so it's the 24th, not the 25th. I don't know what time it is. One p.m. I took it as a valid answer. I suppose something I could do is set it at the time that the dining room is to open, and then it would open when the dining room opens. Because otherwise times are very negligible. Studio additions. Oh, that's right. Outer rooms. Find the dining room. Dinner is served here each evening. I don't remember if it has an actual time on it. Oh well. We got a little bit of information. We were hiding somebody from the Red Guard in the basement. So the very important thing this run is to connect to the bottom of the antechamber and find the greenhouse. If I can do those two things and connect to the foundation, then I can go into the basement and we can get whatever's in the basement, and that box can be checked. Secondary goals, finding music symbols, or music sheets, rather. Get our daily allowance, which is up to 3 coins. That's nice. Spare room. I think I actually will do my old draft all 3 room strategy. Kind of not the greatest place for the hallway. Still draft it. And boop. Fortunately, nothing that goes straight. We'll do the storeroom. Coin. E. Gem. Ooh, okay, we can get the music room very early. Minor key. Ooh, what is this? This is new. The prism key. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of the same color. Okay, so I can use this in a green room to pull a green room. Excellent. Happy Pride key. Blood! Hi, Blood. Need to air out my stream. Is so stinky. No! Of course, there's no straight rooms. It's Pride. So true. So true. Alright. We're eating up our gems, but greater chance to find green rooms. I also don't think I've ever been in the veranda. Hey, Sledgehammer. That was my dad's nickname. Got a couple of dirt. Okay, it does absolutely nothing else. Unfortunately, I can't just use it. I do need it to be locked. I don't think I want to burn the chapel here. Use the corridor. Commissary, parlor. That's it. I guess we'll take the parlor so we can get more gems. Right, I need to burn up a bunch of rooms in the middle so that I can get more green. He sprays every day. I don't spray. I don't. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Blueprints, have you from the clues, have I gotten clues from Blue? Unfortunately not. We have not found Blue. Tragic. We haven't even found our handy dandy notebook. I agree. Logic puzzle. Ah. All statements that contain the word gems are false. Well, that's a paradox. Thanks. This box contains gems. This box is not empty. What do I do with a paradox? Yes, honey. He just wanted one pet. Exactly one. If I could jump into these paintings, it would help. Okay, okay, okay. Ignore the paradox for now. It can be straight up true or false. No, it can't. All statements containing the word gems are false. This statement contains the word gems. So if it's true, then it's false. And if it's false, then it's true. If you negate the statement, what do you mean? All statements that contain the word gems are false. If statements containing the word gems are false, then this would have to be a lie for it to be true. Yeah, all statements, including itself. If this statement is false, at least one statement is true. If it's not true that all statements are false, that implies at least one statement is true. Whatever. I'm just skipping this one. We're just not there. If I get the gems, I do it. If I don't, I don't. I don't care. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. If I could save midday, I would end the stream here. But I can't. So we're going to push forward and hopefully my mood will turn around. It's fine. It's not you guys' fault. I think that was a bad puzzle. I'm going to go back and try to burn some non-green rooms so that we stop pulling non-green rooms on the walls because we really need to be able to get the greenhouse. Game being rude. I just think that the putting a almost paradoxical statement, apparently not actually paradoxical, but very it's too much in on itself. Triple self-referential paradox. It wasn't a good logic puzzle. I also don't like the ones that have blanks because the whole point of the puzzle is one true and one false, and the game has not made it clear how you're supposed to parse a blank if it's supposed to be true or false if something is blank, which feels like it's cheating the rules to me. Ooh, okay. So we can put the hallway closet here and get 3 items. That's nice. We get a reroll die. We get the shovel, which will be nice because we do have at least some dirt, and we have the mask. Okay. We want something with a lot of doors here. Courtyard. It's not great here. So let's do the pantry. I need, for once, I actually am low on gems already. I'm sorry, Theo. I'm just going to refund that. I'm not in the mood. I appreciate it, though. Wonder if the prism key from the quarry yard, which isn't possible, of course, would give a green or an orange room. I assume if a room is multicolored, it pulls from both pools. That would make sense to me. Okay. Do I have the sledgehammer this run? Yes. Okay, cool. Lots of dice. So the sad thing is I'm out of gems. Old tin can. And I need at least 1 gem to get the greenhouse. Okay. Here we go. The den. That dirt? No, that is the base of a lamp. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know why there would be dirt in the den. Okay, this one can kick down. All right, bedroom it is. I don't want to use gems if I can avoid it until I have a few more. Well, I swear the game likes to mock me. Alright, something that kicks to the left would be good. I don't think I want to waste a door on it, though. Or a die, rather. So we'll just use the bunk room. I got 2 gems out of it, so that works for me. Hello. Sure. There were dig spots in the veranda? Yeah. I will 100% go and dig in the veranda uh once we get back over that direction. Thank you for remembering though, Blood, because I definitely forget those kinds of things. Hamster. Not bad on steps, only 90. Alright, so this can be almost anything. Terrace. Green rooms do not cost green to draft. Interesting. So, uh, unfortunately, I think I need the doors more. I don't really want to dead end us on accident. Is that no, it's not. Jag's being silly. I am going to go down and draft from this direction, though. Yeah. Well, you typically start at 50. I do have some permanent bonuses, so I'm starting at 70. And I started at 90 today, thanks to a different buff I got. All right. We're going to draft the breakfast nook. Stress. Thank you for the care package. Silly in a stream, how dare. Boop boop. Thank you for the care package, Theo. I'm remotely clever. All right. Greenhouse. Dining room. Interesting. This is not a great place for the dining room. But I do like to have the door. And, ooh, okay. So we could do the lab for an experiment. Or the utility closet. I think we'll do the lab. We can afford a gem. We can run an experiment. I have the outer room thingy with the time save. Yeah, we don't know how to activate the time. I can go and look in the dining room again to see if it has the time that dinner will be served. And then we could try and figure it out. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Each time you bypass a security door, when you spend 2 or more gems drafting, and when you draft an archived plan, letter to the room, 3 aquariums to the draft pool, lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Interesting. Okay, I think we'll just take this. This is like the safe option. Oops. I know it's thematic, but I do wish I could navigate those menus with the mouse. It's weird to move my hand over. Okay. Does it say anywhere when dinner is served? I thought it did, but I don't actually see anything. Unfortunate. Alright. Doesn't it say on the map? No. Dining room after rank 8 has been reached. What special keys do I have again? I have the prism key. Okay, I don't want another orange room. I want a green room. Don't want to end it here, that's for sure. Wish I knew off the top of my head what the spawning requirements were for the greenhouse. Okay. I cheated a little. I still have the greenhouse open. It can only be drafted while facing north on the east side or south on the west side. That is not something you would figure out naturally, so we need to be going this way over here, and we need to be going this way over here. Greenhouse. I mean, maybe there's a thing in the game that lets you know that. Okay, so that means I want to come around and down to find the greenhouse here, and that means I want to go up this way. It does also mean that the greenhouse will be a dead end anytime that we draft it, but that's okay. I'm going to draft the... Do we have the security yet? No, we don't. But we don't want to come in from the side anyways, so I'm going to draft the billiards room. We can do our little math puzzle. Hello, math puzzle. 19. 9. Minus 7 is 2 times 10 is 20. 6 minus 3 is 3 times 5 is 15. Divided by 15 is 1. Oh boy. 12 minus 11 is 1. Times 1 is 1. Times 4 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Divided by 4 is 2. Keys. Game's just like, oh, you want keys, do ya? Huh? Huh? You want keys? Stupid. Alright. Workshop. Okay, this is good because there is a music note in here. So we got this. Do we have the last bit that goes with the sledgehammer and the battery? Not shoes. It's the broken lever, but I don't want to use the broken lever. Oh boy. Okay, can't combine my shoes with anything. Can't combine my sleeping mask with anything. Could combine it with the shovel. What's a battery-powered shovel do? No, it needs another item. Okay. Word 8 is stones, which probably references these stones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stones. So find among the white stones, stones. Or no, find among the white, stones. And the music sheets say, first word on the sheets, message. This letter is I. Nothing else going on here. Okay, we'll do the gym. That's fine. All right. We want something that goes both straight and up, ideally. Security does that. Security does that. Excellent. I didn't end up getting the breaker box, so we don't want to fiddle with security. Actually, we have 8 keys. We could just turn off security doors as much as we could. Keycard system settings, set security level to low, confirm. Whoop. Security level to low, setting, there we go. And change offline mode to unlocked. That's always good to do. Hey Neri, welcome in. How have you been? Happy Pride. Okay. So, we want something that kicks up, and then we want to just keep drafting northward. We'll do a redraw. Okay, yeah. The East Wing Hall. How's the best punk skunk doing? I'm doing okay. I had a little bit of a stressful moment earlier, but I'm doing all right. I'm really hoping that we can find things. One of the key ingredients you might miss in your run. Oh, I'm sorry, Drag. I've missed the context of that. Was that in relation to the green keys? Yeah. Okay, use a key. Redraw. Nope, none of those work. Redraw. Oh my god. Screw you, game. I guess we'll toss the mailroom here. There go all my dice. Yeah, that's letter from Dad. That's the letter from Randolph. Do we have anything else in here? No. Wait. Alright, we're not completely doomed. We still have these 2 rooms, and we can loop and try to come down. We could also just get the Great Hall. The Great Hall could work. I don't know what its spawn requirements are. Oh, that's a security door. Fuck. I don't have a key card, and we haven't done the box yet. Yeah, we could do the dark room, I guess, or we could do the boudoir and get some dice. We need to hold on to our last gem. Is it detecting the gem? No, it's detecting something else. What do you detect? Ah, a penny. Right. Key. Redraw. Well, this is terrible. I guess we'll take the drafting studio. Letter's been delivered to the mailroom. We can go back there in a little bit. Alright. New floor plans. The solarium. You're more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Clock tower. There will be blood on it. Tomorrow you will start with a key for each tomorrow room you draft. And the vestibule. Whenever you enter the vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room unlock, and the 4th becomes locked. Interesting. So it could lock you from the path that you came from, in theory. Oh, whenever. That's true. So you can duck in and out of the room in theory. I don't really want to clog my green rooms up because we want to find the greenhouse. So I guess we'll take the clock tower. Access to Mount Holly's clock tower has always been heavily restricted. Time is sacred, and any tampering of the estate's governing timepiece has never been risked. Okay, well. Morning room. At least gets us stuff for tomorrow. These 2 gems. Car keys. Right, I need something that goes to the right. Patio. Spread gems to the green rooms. Well, that would at least give me a lot of gems. I could place the garage and open the door, but that kind of ends the run. Does that immediately put a gem in here? It does. Nothing of interest. Key and a gem. And an extra key. I'm swimming in keys. Well, maybe we can get the Great Hall. That would be nice. Use a regular key. Foyer. Hey, we haven't gotten the foyer before. Hallway doors are always unlocked. We could use the foyer, and then we could use the special key and hope that we get the Great Hall. Another letter has been delivered to the mailroom. You're right, that is a door. We got some dudes. Lord William Epson. Baron Thomas Sinclair. Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. J. Ariana. Baron Edwin Sinclair. Count Isaac Gates. The office said March of the Major? March of the Baron? Maybe that 4 is relative? I'll keep it in mind. I'm being silly? What do you mean I'm being silly? Also, I like we have a patio and a foyer, which implies that this is how you would get into the house. Hallways are always unlocked. Foyer is a hallway. Uh-huh. Yes, correct. Oh, you're right. How am I going to use the prism key? I keep forgetting the prism key requires a locked door. Okay, those 2 dead-end us, so dark room it is. Oh. Oh, yeah. Because I have the shelter, this one's not going to trigger. So that's nice. Alright, I'm really dependent on this door. The passageway. I don't have the gems. Foundation's north exit is a key card. Okay. I am going to go do something. We're going to lose the broken lever anyways. I get the feeling that because we know it's a sledgehammer plus a battery plus a broken handle, I assume it's going to be some kind of electromagnet. Which we could just use to steal the keys. Sledgehammer plus broken lever plus battery. Or maybe it'll be something else. But circuited power hammer, a stronger sledgehammer that can also knock down weaker brick walls. Ah, so it's not a magnet, it's a power hammer. Maybe we have a weak wall somewhere? I did remember hearing that the gym had a wall that we could break. I don't know what counts as a weak wall. Let's go to the lock room and see if we can shatter the walls. I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm going the right way. So, like, maybe I can shatter this? No. Beep, boop, bop. But I'm gonna leave this open for a minute while I run to the bathroom in case drag. If you see anything I can do. The foundation door, unfortunately, is key carded, and we don't have a key card, and we don't have a utility box. So, well, yeah, I'll be right back. My mic was muted. Graham figured out the lower basket, so we were giving him pets and such for being such a good boy and figuring out both baskets. I guess figuring out one basket gave him the confidence for the other. Two things I'm sure give stuff, one of which you should know. Two things you can try, which I think you should know as well, though it might be some speculation. And another thing you still wanted to do, but doubt is possible this run. Okay. Let me look at my picture here and see if I can figure it out. So obviously I would like to do something with the power hammer, but I don't actually know what it interacts with or how it works. So obviously I could run around and try to figure out which things the power hammer can work on. We can't unlock the foundation unless we get a key or the utility box, which we don't currently have. Some letters were delivered to the mailroom, so we could go and read those letters. That wouldn't hurt. We could eat in the dining room. That doesn't do anything for us. That just gets us more steps. Thing you're certain of, you're no longer certain of. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the mailroom. If we can bash through a wall and make a door, then we might be able to get a thing. At the very least, we can get some letters. Things you're certain I do and don't know about? Okay. I'm also getting hungry. I'm looking forward to dinner tonight. We're doing pineapple rice, which has become one of Emmy's favorites. Oh, I can do this. That's not going to help too much, but 2 gems and 2 coins. Okay. I'm pretty sure those gems are because I placed the patio, so there's one in the veranda. Could be pretty much anywhere, though. Alright, East Wing... Yeah, East Wing Hall up to the mailroom. Well, these are a bunch of security boxes, so probably can't slam through this. No. At least nothing came up. Okay, extra letters. Hey Simon, it's Randolph again. In my last letter, I mentioned the terminal network, but completely slipped my mind to give you the network password so that you can log into it. Even with all the off-site connections disabled, you should be able to use the local network to access different house-based functions from any terminal, regardless of where it is located on the state, which you'll find useful. The network password is Swan Song, Happy Hunting Randolph. Unfortunately, we'd already figured that out. I don't remember how we figured that out, but we did figure it out. Simon, 9 up, 3 up. Not sure if you paid too much attention to the machine in the booth in the lab, but I figured it would save you some frustration if you've been fooling with it. This contraption is the central control of the power lines that run externally from the house. In the past, we've served as an emergency power source for the local communities, as well as we have modest hydroelectric capabilities with a steam turbine. If you want to use it, you need to first turn on the turbine in the boiler room and utilize our steam ducts to connect the turbine to the lab. This isn't required, of course, and I can't think of any reason in which you'd have to use the boiler room to reach room 46, but feel free to play around with it should you feel inclined to experiment. Okay, so we don't need to do the boiler room puzzle and the laboratory puzzle to reach room 46. 9 and 3 up, but it can. It is something we can do. That's good to know. Although, again, I know that there's an achievement for beating the game on day one, and there's an achievement for beating the game in 1 hour. So a lot of this stuff isn't necessary. Um, there's probably just some like very like once we get all the clues together, we can be like, oh, all I have to do is knock on the wall 3 times or something like that, you know. Okay, so that was our letters, which I assume is one of the things that I knew about. What else can we do? I don't know how the power hammer works, so I don't know what I can do with it. I think that is one of my problems. There's a few utility items in this game that don't explain themselves very well, and I think the utility items are more on the roguelike side than the puzzle side, and I wish they were better explained. Feel free to ask what you want me to tell. I'm just doing one last look over the rooms to see if there's anything that I missed personally, and I'm going to be like, oh, I'm dumb. Um, all right. Uh, drag. Uh, is there something? Is there something I can do with the power hammer? And if there is something I can do with the power hammer, where do I need to go to use the power hammer? Because I would like to make use of it since I went ahead and had to waste the broken lever to make it. You're not certain about it, but I would probably not find it this run. Okay. Well, my question was if there was something that I could currently use it on that I can see. Kind of major if you do find it. Yeah. Now, if it's like a solution to a puzzle rather than uh, a utility tool, then I don't need that information. I was more like asking like, oh, the power hammer can be used in these rooms to make a door. Could it be used outside the house? Trying to think of where we've got that room full of boxes. Maybe we can use the power hammer to slam the boxes. The weak walls will be mostly obvious when you look at them. Okay. I think we saw one in the secret garden that looked like it was a pretty obvious breakable wall. What else do we have? We have the gem mine. There wasn't anything in there that looked like a breakable wall. Um, Nothing in the shack. We couldn't figure out the puzzle for the time lock safe. Okay. Yeah, I think it's there's still 2 things I can try. All right, give me one of them, drag, because I'm not seeing anything, and I don't know. Don't know enough to figure it out. Is a key card a special key? You think it is? Yeah, I guess we could drop money and see if the key card counts as a key. I would not think of it as such, but that's possible. Yes, this way. Okay. Yeah, I do know that it's a random one, from the last time that I did the locksmith. We got the key to the secret garden. Yeah. Maybe it can give the key card, but the implication is metal keys, obviously. So I don't actually know if it can give the key card or not. One more thing I could try. Yeah, sure. USB. Adjusting the radiation. I assumed that doing the radiation requires power to the machine, though. It increases whenever I complete an experiment. Yeah, we did do 2 triggers. I mean, I can go and interact with the door and see if it activated, but I also, it did say that all rooms unlock, not just security doors. I mean, thematically, it would only make sense for it to be able to unlock security doors, but I mean, I don't think we can do anything else beyond that besides see if the door has unlocked itself. So we can go do that and then we can retire. Have to actually trigger that. Never seen someone do it. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Tell the computer to measure it. Possibly. I don't feel like taking 2 minutes to walk outside the house and then to see if it triggers and then walk back. Still here, by the way? Okay. Glad you're here, Neri. Making food? What are you making? Do one more day. Yakisoba? Nice. That sounds good. I'm starting with 4 gems, but nothing else. I lost out on a lot of good things that would have made that last run better. Look. I was taco night last night. It was good. We had some like leftover rice that we mixed into the beef to kind of bulk up the food. Um, Emmy was like, we should bother with salsa because it's messy. She doesn't like messy food. But it was good. Had a good time, and we'll use the other half of the beef tonight to make pineapple rice, Hawaiian rice. I did get the clock tower and 2 no letters. That's something. Okay. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will have more dig spots. Or the trading post or the hovel. I don't really like the hovel, so I'm going to take the root cellar, which has its own dig spots. Wouldn't be so kind as to start me with a shovel, would you? No. Ah, the family tree. Mary Epson, Simon Sinclair, Herbert Sinclair, Clara Epson, Lionel Epson, Lady Ashlyn, Lord William Epson, Baroness something, Baron Thomas Sinclair. Sinclair and Epson, Mount Holly family tree. Okay. So the Epsons are the swan and the Sinclair are the holly bush. Okay. Can I eat any of these vegetables? No. Simon's a fruit man. Yeah. What are you doing for dinner tonight, Dragoon? Getting to the root of the problem. I don't know if that one was worth the 6 steps that it takes to get there. Grab my allowance. I should do that from now on. Before I go. Right. Then parlor. Many vertical rooms. That's nice. Okay. You gonna give me a nice puzzle today? Gems are not in the white box or the blue box, okay? Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. That's a lie. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. Okay, so these two are lying, so this one has to be the truth. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box, which means gems are in the black box. My package has been delivered. Actually, I'm going to do the corridor, and then I'm not going to progress. It's easiest to get the greenhouse on this side. Not that the greenhouse is the perfect solution for us anymore. The Great Hall could be better. Or the Secret Garden. Let's do the chapel here, but not go into it. Was thinking chili, but it got warmer, so maybe go with spaghetti. Sounds good. Spaghetti's nice. Hallway. Oh. Care package, thank you.
Good girl. Good girl.
If it's warm, wouldn't
good girl you are? Yes, you are.
If it's warm, wouldn't it make sense to go for the chili? You don't even need to to change it. Chili itself is already a word. No, you have the chili when it's chilly. Commissary, coat check, spare room. I could get my telescope. I think it wouldn't hurt to put a dead room here because we have so many doors at the moment. That'd be chilly. Yes, with a Y, but still. They're homophones already. Retrieve item. Thank you. And I can come back here later if I bork today and I can drop off an item that's good. Yeah, we'll do the breakfast nook. I like my key. I like my bacon and eggs. Sure, okay. We still have 2 verticals. Let's use our mailroom. What we got in the package? Sleeping mask, gems, and keys. Okay. 4 keys and 9 gems isn't bad. And now we don't need to come back to these rooms unless I want to drop something off at the end. So now we are going to go this way, and we're going to hope that we can go all the way around. Spare room. Drag the Punisher. It's true. He really is. Alright, bedroom to go around the corner. Yeah, we're gonna want West Wing Hall. The root cellar, it's infesting. It would be really nice if I had a shovel. Alright, we want a vertical here. Oh, we got another dead end. Okay. I'm going to take the hall closet. I get a wall of dead ends. That would be hilarious. I should get an extra item, right? This is connected to a hallway. Oh, it's fucking obvious shovel. Why can I not see shovels? Shovel blindness? Clearly. Worth it to go to the cellar now? The root cellar? It would be another 6 steps. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I know it's supposed to be a ponderous puzzle game, but when you get outside the house, it does really feel slow sometimes. Alright. Maybe I'll dig up a delicious turnip, the one vegetable that I'm allowed to eat. An old shoe. Rock? Rock? Oh, come on. Coins. Coins. Okay. So we got 3 coins. Oh well. The turnip did not turn up. It's true. Probably wasn't worth 3 coins, but that's the gamble we take. If I can get the lab, I can get the throw dirt around the driveway. Okay. I guess we'll go up through the chapel first. It's worth a coin. Well, I got my coin back. And another one. Another 2. And a gem. I'm going to use our die and reroll here. Oof. I really am making a wall. I guess we'll take the boudoir and have these reroll dice. I swear to God, if I like dead end with 5 keys and 11 gems. Alright, the pantry kicks up. We can do that. Okay, dining room's good here. Let's just get out into the house. Dark room's fine. The freezer. Well, you know, I mean, if it means I start with 16 or 11 gems and 13 money tomorrow. Okay, 3. 2 plus 1 is 3, minus 3. Or no, that's times 3 is 9. 6, 7, 8 times 2 is 16. Oop. 16 divided by 1 divided by 4, 4 divided by 2, 2. The silver key. Silver key's good. Ah, the boiler room. I thought the boiler room couldn't show up. The freezer, yeah. I mean, we could find the if we get the furnace, we can melt ourselves. Um, but I mean, honestly, it might be worth it to have this day be wrecked to start tomorrow with 11 gems and 13 money. Very confused. I thought the boiler room could only show up if we had drafted the pool. Presumably, we can't draft things if our accounts are frozen, so we'll redraw. Library. This will let us read the last book, and at this point we'll have read all the books. Treasure map. 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. Okay. 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get here, I can get a treasure. It's an observatory too with the telescope. Yeah. Kimberly Thompson, Simon P. Jones. Okay. Potential within. We all start out as empty floor plans. To the ambitious youth architect, the fresh blueprint represents the world, a world of boundless possibilities. When you're staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? 0. Is passageway really worth 2 gems? Yes. All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide strategies with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Gems. Although many architects employ different strategies while developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you don't want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early as in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Reader submitted gem strats. Make sure you check for gems in the room you are in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really need a room. I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Don't pass up wine cellar even though you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. Craig. Planning your house. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft rooms from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made the difference had they been found earlier in the day. This layout of the right demonstrates even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you are leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. But so far, all things I already knew. Top drafting combos. Combos. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft the cloister before terrace, you will be down 3 gems. But if you draft them in the reverse order, cloister will be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chance of success. Foyer before the Great Hall will mean the doors are unlocked. I already figured that out. Drafting the bunk room after the nursery will give you 10 extra steps because it counts as 2 bedrooms. Knew that one. You won't have to backtrack if you collect your gold. To collect your gold spread from office if you have drafted a conference room. Yep. The more items you have, the greater chance of being able to make a contraption in the workshop. That makes sense. I've never drafted the attic, though. I've never seen that one. Next page. There we go. Making a connection. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting the other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but they can be very useful when the connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you've drafted. Garage powers the garage door to grant the west path access. Dark room turns lights back on after blowing a fuse. Gymnasium turns lights off to prevent step lofts. What? Why would turning off the lights in the gym make it so that you don't lose steps? It's good to know, I guess. I didn't know that one. I never pressed the gymnasium button. It didn't make sense to me, but I guess now we know. It's too dark to play basketball, I guess. One of the more simple examples, her ladyships has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, the boudoir and the walk-in closet. Already knew that one. Boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific designations within the house. The laboratory, the garage, the laundry room, the furnace, and the pump room all have uses for steam power. Okay, we knew the laboratory. Didn't know the garage, but I assume that's redundant with the utility closet. Don't know what that does for the laundry room. I assume we get maybe like a better laundering service. Didn't know the furnace could do anything, and good to know the pump room. I kind of figured they did. Speaking of the pump room, this room controls the water levels. The pool, the aquarium, the greenhouse, and the kitchen. Yeah, I figured that. Was that the last page? Sometimes when I click, it progresses, and sometimes when I click, it closes. Okay, there we go. Tips and tricks. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room. This will allow you an opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal more delicious. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in the servants' corners. Each time you solve a puzzle in billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft the room. That makes sense. Although it hasn't always. But just because maybe if you fail, it resets. I don't know. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it doesn't mean that it'll be the case the next time you draft it. Day after drafting the freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. Okay, that's good to know. I cannot double freezer. If you're stuck and don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's a smart move to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you come across, and there will be a good chance that you'll find a piece of information you need. When in doubt, draft rooms you've never seen before. Even if you do not think the rooms seem useful, they may still hold useful clues. Although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know there is no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his own favorite room, each builder his own favorite tool, and thus each player in turn will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Whatever strategy you employ, we wish you the best of luck. Okay, so the main thing I learned from that entire thing, because I know drafting games, um, is that we can turn off the gym. Um, yeah, we can use our silver key here. Okay. Great Hall. Great Hall has the east pillar. Hey, Gremlin. Chamber of Mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms you've already used. I think we'll pass on that for now, but we want to unlock this. Whoa. Okay. Usually I would think that this is the door forward, but I guess not this time. Okay, this has to be the door this way, right? Yeah, okay. I can't spend a gem on the garage. Can I pick up gems when my things are frozen? I don't know. Okay, yeah, I cannot spend a gem on the garage. Dug up a rock. Dug up a turnip. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Don't pick up the gems. They just vanish. Dug up the coins. Pick up the dice. I mean, my keys aren't frozen, so if I get enough keys, I would need to path all the way over here without using gem rooms and without using up all my keys. But it could happen. Morning room's effect should still work, I would imagine. Alright. Gymnasium. I don't mind the steps. I don't have a key card. Reroll. Okay, I could do the utility closet. Do I have security? I don't have security yet. I think we take the workshop here. Right, I'm going to assume I can't combine a shovel with a sleeping mask. I need something that kicks to the right here. Last key. Nope. I have dice. Oh. Okay, so question. Do we take the furnace and melt our gems and coins? Is that worth doing? I think maybe it's not. I think we want to save our gems and just have a really good run tomorrow. Oh, yeah, security would have required a gem anyways. Alright. Well, let's turn off the gym. Turn on the dark room and turn on the garage. Cabinet, I think. I could power these off, but there's no, it wouldn't help. Oh, wait. Oh. Hammer. Not that I think it will help much. Old shoe. Yeah, now we're reliant on the up from the dining room. Sledgehammer blindness as well. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty. Oh, there's the battery. I could. Uh, is the broken lever in here? It should be, right? Unless it's a random spawn. Is the broken lever actually a random spawn? Oh. Well, that changes a lot of things. I had assumed because we never found another one that it was a permanent item, but I guess not. Alright. So yeah. Probably about to be dead in the water. We'll see how much further we can get. Alright. That's the end of that run. And that is a funky looking house. Yeah. Okay, well, next time we're going to have a lot of resources, so hopefully we'll be able to make good on them. This house sucked ass. I'll call it a day. Prosaic Villa of Tomorrow. 4 tomorrow rooms. Yeah, I'm gonna have +2 gems. Plus, oh, I could have gone and put something in the coat check. Wow. New rooms 1. What was my new room? Oh, the root cellar. Alright, saving and quitting. Yeah, it just took me a second to remember that the outside rooms count. Okay, thanks for coming out, everyone. We'll see if I feel like raiding or not. Oh, I should move us back over here. There we go. Haley's doing Dead by Daylight. I guess we'll raid her. Oh, I still don't have my raid message set up. I'll get that fixed soon. I'm just going to make it a small one today. So if you guys wouldn't mind sticking around, we'll go ahead and raid Haley. Do. Alright. I'll see you guys soon. You have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone. Bye. We'll be back tomorrow for more blueprints. Bye-bye.